Hello, welcome to game 3 of my match against Sicomatic. Let's take a look at this kingdom. I think this is a pretty good 5-2, but I have to figure out if I want Vampire first or Sleigh. Sorry, Vampire first or Counterfeit. Vampire is the only way to get rid of your, Vampire is the only gainer. And it seems nice to be able to gain, like, Artificers. Yeah. Okay, we're in lockstep at this point. We have an Amulet now. Having another source of crashing and coins seems nice. And with that Amulet, I'm also going to add a Counterfeit, I guess. That'll get me thin very quickly. I don't really... Are we just playing money-ish with single provinces? We're getting some Artificers and thinning down, and then we grab a Bandit or something, and game ends like that. That was actually helpful, I think, because that triggered a good shuffle for me. I don't really want a second Amulet, but I think I'm happy to take a silver here. Is silver better than nothing? It must be. I've got Counterfeit and Bat. I didn't want another Sleigh, I think. Yeah, my Counterfeit missed a shuffle, which is annoying. But I can thin all my coppers now. Buy like a silver, gain a Bandit. I'm going to be very thin soon. Like, if the Bandit hits their Counterfeit, it's going to be really annoying. There's really not any source of draw other than Sleigh and its terminal. So my next hand has 2 estates in it, but I've also got the Amulet, so I should be able to trash an estate. That thing they hit me with, Famine, actually helped me because it triggered a pretty good shuffle without a lot of the junk in it. So I'm pretty happy to take 1 Bandit here. The only question is, do I take a second Vampire or like an Artificer as just a cantrip? Not as a peddler, I mean. I think I'm going to run out of bat food fairly quickly, so I think I'm going to take the Artificer now and then gain a Bandit. And I trashed a horse, and I bottom decked an Amulet, it looks like. Okay, so that was a good shuffle they triggered for me. Now, I have an Amulet down there. Counterfeit, Bat. Oh, my Bat got discarded, right. So there's a lot of terminals, and I really want to see my Bat and trash some stuff in this discard pile. So I think I'm going to play this Artificer, and then depending what I draw, play the Amulet or the Bandit. If I play the Amulet for coin now, I can get like a gold and then trash an estate next turn, is what I'm thinking. Again, it depends on what I draw here off this Artificer. How deep is this shuffle? But I've got a Bat down there and junk cards. So like even if it's a deep shuffle, I'm basically just using it as a thinning turn. I feel like I'm more trashed. That's cute. Miserable, not a huge deal. Yeah, so what's the point? I'm going to take coin here. I'm going to trash a copper, buy a gold. And then, yeah, here I can trash an estate, play the 2 horses, trash with the Bat, and I should be thin. I think that province felt a touch early to me, but from them, but especially because they had that Amulet react to like that. Maybe it's fine. They discarded my Bat. Okay. Well, I see my Bat again anyways. So again, this is, I can trash this silver now and get a gold? I can't. I can trash the copper. Just buy like an Artificer. And then back and trash it. Estate. Guess I'm just going to play the Bandit here and buy another gold. And then start greening. I don't really want more stuff to miss the shuffle. Although I have in that shuffle 2 horses. I have in that shuffle 2 horses? Is that right? I do. I think I'm going to trigger the shuffle 2 horses and my vampire. Okay, well I didn't see... It's a quite nice hit. I'm going to grab a gold and another counterfeit here. Having a second counterfeit seems nice. Poverty doesn't hurt a lot, but like if they have to discard coppers, they didn't trash them. Okay, I'm pretty sure my bottom 2 cards are horses, unless I've completely mistracked my shuffle. Then I have to make a decision about which of my mini terminals to play. I'd be pretty okay trashing my amulet if necessary to a bat. Okay, this is a big turn. So I can do the amulet, gain a silver to hand trick, which they did earlier. Now I have to figure out if I can double province. So if I counterfeit both silvers, that gets me to... counterfeiting a silver is worth 5, right? So that gets me to 16. Oh, it even gets me to 18. I don't really want to buy another Sleigh here, so I'm pretty happy to just pass the turn. They hit my counterfeit, which is a bit annoying. I did buy another one. So let's take a coin, I think. Trash a copper, buy another counterfeit. My Bandit has had good hits. I've hit a couple of their golds. So do I want the counterfeit or the gold? I have quite a few golds now. So the counterfeit doesn't do a lot except for the plus buy. But I do kind of want to have 2 counterfeits in the deck for the pressure that gives me. I feel like I have enough golds that I can make that work. Okay, Sleigh. And I'll just take a province here, even though it costs me a gold. But having this reshuffle with 2 horses in it is pretty nice. I'm up, I have a province lead. I trashed my Artificer. When I buy this, do its attack. Okay. Guess Stonemason for Stonemasoning 2 golds. Ooh, nice. Okay. So I guess I'm just gonna Bandit, gain a gold to hand, buy a duchy. Gain a duchy. What does Envious do? Gold and silver make 1 this turn. That's quite nice. Should be impossible for them to province then. I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here. Neither of us have vampires. Their deck seems like still bigger than mine. Maybe that's just I haven't seen how big my discard is. Yeah, I only had 1 turn since I shuffled. I think I still have 1 horse in my shuffle. Wow, they can discard 8 and get a province. It seems somewhat unlikely that they'd be able to draw their horses and discard it and get a province, but I assume you just take that with 3 provinces left in the pile. I mean, you can't play your bat. You can't play any other cards you have, but you're not going to be able to afford a province otherwise, I think. And if that prevents me from provincing next turn. So if they don't province this turn and I province next turn, then they're in quite a bit of trouble. That turn where I double provinced felt like it was pretty lucky. This is sadly getting into the very, very close realm of whoever has a better next hand wins, which I'll take as second player, but I prefer to be a little bit further ahead. As I said, I'm pretty sure I do have 1 horse myself down here. Do they have 2 more horses in their deck? They may have been playing Sleigh more often than I have. I played Sleigh turn 13. I played a horse turn 14. So I have at most 1. They played a Sleigh turn 13. I may have had a Sleigh carried over from some previous turn. And there's 1 horse in the trash. So perhaps they've got 1 horse left and I've got 1 horse left. I wonder what they draw, what they drew that turn that makes them think again. Like they thought a long time after the first play, and then they played the second one. I mean, if you've got 2, is the consideration just they're worried that they might draw something really good off the second one. And they're worried that they'll draw something really good off the second Artificer, play. Or they just wanted to get 2 money to take the estate. Playing this Amulet this turn's nice. At least it gets out of the shuffle. I can get a plus coin next turn. So I can't really take a province here. I just counterfeit a gold and buy 2 duchies. This hand is not great. Neither of us have a vampire. If I find a gold, I'm in good shape. Otherwise, this bat may not have anything to trash. Plus coin. Alright, so if I trash the gold here, let's say if I trash the silver. If I trash the gold here, I can buy double duchy. I have nothing to trash with this bat. I can bat trash the silver. And buy a duchy. And then I have a vampire. But what is the vampire gaining at this point? I think I'm going to trash the gold. Oh, I played the gold. I trashed the silver. Yeah, I trashed the gold, buy double duchy. And then force them to hit province twice before I can hit it once, although I've trashed a lot of my golds at this point. So it's somewhat annoying for me to hit province. But it's also somewhat annoying for them to hit province, I think. And I could start gaining estates here, potentially. With Vampire around, like, the game doesn't end for a long time. Which is slightly problematic for me. I think you just keep playing Vampire and cycling through the hexes, although their deck is not thin. It's tough for them to draw that many cards. But there isn't really another pile that's threatening to run. I guess Stonemasons if you get 4. All right. This is a province, right? So I just gain a duchy. gain an estate by a province. And then claim that I've functionally got 50% VP. Nice. So I got a win there. That was an interesting one. I'm not sure. It was a little bit of a slog. I think I maybe had a little bit better turn 3 shuffle and got ahead there. But I'm not really sure throughout. The Stonemason for 2 Artificers versus a gold. There were some interesting decisions there, and I had some good draws, I think, with my stuff. Hard to say. So happy to get a win there. We move on to game 4.